If you've started your own peppers indoors, chances are you've seen this strange white bumps on the undersides of your leaves. They might look crystallized or like tiny grains of salt, and in severe cases, it can cause the leaves to curl and deform. And if you're like me, your first thought was probably, is this a disease or bugs of some sort? Did I do something wrong? The good news is it's none of those things, so today I'll explain exactly what's happening, why it's so common on indoor pepper plants and other plant varieties, and what the science tells us about preventing it. What you're looking at is called edema, or in some cases, intumescence. It's not a disease, it's not contagious, and it's actually a physiological disorder. In other words, your plants are having a physical reaction to their environment. So what exactly is happening at a cellular level? The plant is absorbing water through its roots and taking that water up into the plant at a faster rate than the plant can actually release that water through its leaves. That excess water in the plant builds up over time in the cells, causing them to swell, stretch, and eventually collapse. And those collapsed cells are what create those bumpy white lesions on the bottom of the leaves. Under ideal conditions, plants will breathe out water vapor through tiny pores in their leaves, and this process is called transpiration. And when certain conditions prevent that release, the water has nowhere to go, and essentially the cells drown from the inside. So what makes this phenomenon more common on indoor plants? We actually have a couple of things working against us here, and understanding what they are can help you reduce edema on your pepper plants. The first is light quality, and when you're growing plants indoors, you're probably using some form of a grow light, and research from Michigan State University has shown that plants grown without blue light, especially under red heavy LED lights, are much more prone to edema. Blue light helps regulate stomata opening, those tiny pores that release water vapor, and so the light can have a direct impact on transpiration. But most modern LED grow lights have a full spectrum of light all the way from red to blue, so this probably isn't the major problem. The bigger issue with indoor lighting is actually ultraviolet or UV light. Most standard grow lights emit zero UV radiation, and this is likely a safety concern because UV light has the potential to damage your skin and eyes if there's enough exposure. But studies have shown that even a tiny amount of UVB radiation can dramatically reduce intumescence. One study in particular found that UV levels at less than 1/10 the natural outdoor sunlight were enough to significantly improve plant health. So that's indoor lighting. We have a couple of things to worry about there. The next category is humidity and airflow. High humidity makes it harder for your plants to transpire. Basically, there's less of a difference in humidity between the plant tissue itself and the surrounding air. And when that air is stagnant without any motion, it makes it even worse. Without that air movement, a boundary layer forms right against the surface of your plant leaves, making it even more difficult for the plants to transpire. So if you put all this together, lighting that contains no UV radiation, stagnant air that is highly humid, and you've got the perfect recipe for edema. Now for the reassuring part. Plant edema almost always clears up once your plants move outdoors. Both edema and intumescence are temporary. Once conditions improve, the new growth on your plants will come out nice and healthy. But why do things improve when you move outdoors? Well, for one, you get that natural UV radiation from the sun. There's also a constant natural air movement from wind, and also natural temperature fluctuations, which help regulate water movement through your plants. Now, any existing edema or white bumps on your plant leaves are not going to go away, but the new growth from your plant should be symptom-free. So thankfully, this condition is not a death sentence, it's not pests, it's not a disease, and it is something that you can work to improve. But is there anything that you can do to reduce edema on your plants while they're still indoors? After all, those white bumps don't look great on the plants. The easiest and most affordable thing to try is using a small fan in your grow space to help increase that air movement and help the plants transpire more water. In addition to this, try not to overwater your plants. Allow them to dry out slightly between waterings. Maybe the first ½ inch to 1 inch of soil can become dry before you water again. Now, don't let the plants go completely bone dry with their leaves drooping and begging for water. This will do more harm than good, but reducing the amount of water that you introduce in the first place can prevent some edema. Another option is to introduce some UV light to your growing space. The easiest way to do this is to grow near a sunny window or ideally in a greenhouse. But the most reliable way to do this would be to get a UVB grow light, which you can find online. It won't take much, just an hour or two of supplemental light from a UV fluorescent bulb can dramatically improve your plant health. This is probably why we see this condition every year on some of our plants. We don't have UV radiation on any of our grow lights, and we're growing in a relatively stuffy basement with no natural sunlight. For us, this isn't a big deal. We know that the condition improves when we move outdoors, but maybe you're in a different situation and you're growing for a farmer's market or something similar where you want your plants to look nice and healthy, then supplemental UV light may be a good option for you. If you've dealt with edema in the past, leave a comment down below with what worked for you, and subscribe for more pepper growing videos throughout this season. Thanks for watching Pepper Geek, and I'll see you soon.